situation, like you said. I actually thought that Kiwior did really, really well today, and I wouldn't even mind him starting against Real Madrid.
Oh,
Why? What did he do well?
I wouldn't mind
Can you
him.
explain
I
what did
would
he
not
do
mind
well?
him.
Mbappe's licking his lips.
What did he do well today? Can you explain what did he do well today?
Just very composed.
One pass.
Composed against Beto. Composed against what? They were not threatened whatsoever. Honestly, there was
Beto
barely
literally
any threat
made
from
Van Dijk look like shit.
them.
What
But
are
you're
you doing?
comparing
He
Beto
didn't
to
do
likes
anything
of
this
Kylian,
game, though.
Matt. It's two
No.
completely different players. You can't.
I'm not
You
comparing
can't.
him.
You can't. I don't. I think that.
He's
I
got
think that is
490
football
under his
suicide
belt,
if you
right?
put him in the back line.
No, but he's not comparing Beto to anybody. All he simply said is he thinks
He had a good game.
No. See, we talk about how bad Kiwior is as Arsenal fans. Like, if he's that shit, right, then Everton should have done something against him today. Like, you can't.
No, because they are shit, because they're worse.
Ash,
Because they're worse.
Ash, let me say this. Everybody says you don't even. Arsenal fans say we don't even want to see him on the pitch. Like, that's how bad we think he is.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's third string for a reason, though.
Listen, he should be fifth string. He should be whatever you want to call him. My point is, you can't say that in one breath and then say he didn't do anything against Everton. That means you're saying Everton is a B grade, C grade, Z grade team, which they're not.
Correct.
Which they are not.
Correct.
Which they are not.
Correct.
Everton is not.
They are.
No,
Where are they in the league?
Can I quickly clarify something?
You
Right?
can I just real quick, Igal, you can look at the table and say, look at where they are in the league, look at how many goals they scored, or look at their position on the table. I hear all of that. The question is, this is the same Everton team that literally this season, as bad as they've been, have put up a good fight against some big teams. So let's not sit here and say Everton is that washed, that Kiwior thrives so much under that. You can't have it both ways.
I'm not saying Everton are washed. I'm just saying the defense was not bothered. Majority of their threat came from set pieces, which Raya did really well to cover. I would say Kiwior was good. Kiwior was good on the ball today. But the thing is, do you really believe Real Madrid are going to give you that much space?
Madrid don't play like, but Madrid don't play like Everton. So again, what you're doing is you're looking at one game against Everton and saying just because, or games where he's made a mistake, like just because it's Kiwior in those games against those teams, against Madrid.
Dayo, I'm confused.
Would you play Kiwior?
Are you saying you want to start him?
Dayo, are you saying?
No, I would not say Kiwior.
All I'm saying is,
you just said, Matt, you don't mind him starting. What do you mean?
Yes, I don't mind him starting, but I would prefer Ben White or Jurriën Timber starting in that.
That's mad.
He's not my first choice, is what I'm saying. But I wouldn't.
So why you even mention it?
I wouldn't be pissed if he started. I wouldn't be pissed if he started.
Let me ask you a question.
He looks composed.
Rude awakening.
Honestly, we're fighting.
Yeah, honestly.
Bro, do you know what? Do you know what? I'm going to say very quickly, right? It's nothing to do with Everton. Kiwior played well today, right? But don't be lured in by it, Matt. Don't be lured in by it. Kiwior he's a cream puff. He is soft. Blow on him, he falls over. This happens every now and then, right? You guys had it. I remember watching Arsenal games where Holden would come into the team. He played well he looks a lot better than the last time he played. Next game, he's crap. The problem is, it's just if your manager doesn't pick Lewis Skelly, Timber, and Saliba, doesn't matter which way around they play, and Ben White, if that isn't your back four for the Real Madrid game, he's lost his mind. Yeah. If that isn't the four, now that we all know that Ben White and Timber are fit, that's got to be the back. And I think that's why Kiwior played today. Timber had a little knock, a bit of rest. Ben White gets sort of 50, 60 minutes to get some blood rushing through the legs. I think that's going to be your back four. I almost feel like the Kiwior conversation. I mean, I asked Igal the questions a little bit of a joke, and he didn't really answer. He went on to a referee rant, to be fair. But it was like, I don't think you're going to be starting him at all. Neutral wise, Mo, what did you make of the game today? Do you think it was right that Arsenal played with a low amount of intensity? Obviously, a lot of the Gooners on the panel were saying that they understood it ahead of Tuesday. Do you think maybe they should have had a bit more intensity in the game to prepare themselves? What way round do you see it, Mo? You're on mute, brother.
I muted myself, yeah. You shouldn't even have played the game, to be honest with you. I don't think the game matters. And everyone that thinks that Kiwior, because he played well against Everton, this is not an indication at all. It's not. The only couple of things that I take from this game is that Miles Lewis-Kelly now, for the second game running, he's kind of asleep at the back line, and Arteta need to wake him up a little bit. because of last game as well. At the end of the game against Fulham, he gonna got caught up a couple of times. Jorginho should never touch the pitch against Real Madrid. And it's going to be the dilemma of you play Trossard up top or Mikel Merino. It's just one or the other, because you know that Saka and Martinelli will start on both wings. And also this game, anybody that watched this game and thinks that, yes, this is how we should play against Madrid, or this is the personnel that should play, Kiwior should be here or whatever, it's not an indication at all. Like, against Real Madrid, you should be compact. You should use your chances. You should play on the counter-attack. You should defend in bulk. And it doesn't, by the way, it doesn't matter who plays at the back line. Arteta should not go against Real Madrid approaching the game with the mentality of like Saliba can defend Mbappe or Ben White can defend Vinny Jr. It should be 2-on-1 every single time, like what Everton do against Arsenal. You shouldn't be relying on individual defenders. You're not playing against Beto, with all due respect to Beto, or even Oli Watkins. This is not the same. This is one of the strongest attacks in the world at the current moment, along with Barcelona as well. To me, like, listen, I actually don't think that this game was as bad as people think it is. I know you said it was low quality. It was, but I thought that was by design. It was very obvious that Mikel Arteta was like, whatever, I just want to give minutes to some of these people. I want to rest my players. This is why, by the way, he put Timber again, because he wanted to rest Ben White. He put Saka at halftime to give him more minutes than last game. It's building him up to the Real Madrid game because he's going to start. And by the way, Everton are washed, bro. Like, they are absolutely crap. They're shit. What kind of football is this? This is garbage brand of football that they play. And Arsenal, getting a point at this game doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. And people are like trying to beat Arsenal with this. You drew to Everton. Yeah, I mean, who cares? You won the league already, Liverpool fans. Who cares if Arsenal even lost in this game? You're not going to come here and banter. You already lost the league like 10 weeks ago. It doesn't matter. And for the referees, I know you're going to talk about the penalty in a bit, but I don't think it matters at all for Arsenal this game. It's how they should play against Everton. Nobody should make a sprint. No one. I was thinking Saka made a sprint, and I'm like, bro, don't even chase that ball. It doesn't matter. It won't matter. If you get the ball at your feet, try to dribble. Otherwise, don't even try to sprint. It's not worth it. Nobody cares. You're going to finish second or even third. It doesn't matter. And I think that all Arsenal fans were literally thinking the same. Don't sprint, please. Don't go for that ball. Just leave it to go to a goal kick. It doesn't matter.
I hear you.
I started up and I'm like, let's wait.
I hear you. I think for me, just I said at the beginning of my video, I know there's a lot of rumors, about me being in the closet, and I'm gonna have a coming out party.
Come out, Terry. Just come out.
The wall was warm, is it? Right? No, look, I was annoyed because I wanted a bit more of an entertaining game, but so you have to keep your own. Sometimes you have to keep the energy that you put out there. Arsenal's job has been and never will be to entertain anyone. In fact, it's to win football matches. And it was a bit of a chess move today. You're right. I think that it was almost a message you could see it in the players. It was just, they just weren't at it. And as you say, I think it was by design. It really,
do you know
really
what the commentators in Arabic here said? They actually said in the beginning of the game that this game doesn't matter for Everton at all. And that they're 14 points ahead of the relegation. It doesn't. And again, Everton, it didn't look like it mattered that much for them.
This is what, do you know what you'll see today, though? This is where like Standards FC will show their bum crack today. And I'm not talking about Connor, right? This is how you know the bum crack will come out. Because they'll say,
member.
No, honestly, because Connor's not Standard FC, but he gets put into that category because
he's a member though. He has a card. He has an ID card.
No, it's like a. Have you ever been to a frat party? You're not part of a fraternity, but every now and then you get to go to one of the parties, right? It's like that kind of thing, right? Connor kind of dabbles in it. Do you know what I mean? He's
I'm against the manager, but I got good reasoning for being against the manager. I hate the guy.
You actually, you break it down well. You praise him for what he's built. You're not in that club for me, but they'll go mad today and they'll try and make it sound like it's a disgrace. You got to try and win every game. They're the same people that say there's no difference between second place and bottom of the league. They say they're all the same position because you're not winning. So therefore, you're not going to win the league. They've criticized you for it already. So the rest of your league games don't really matter. But they won't say that but they'll hypocrisize themselves. It's just but I enjoy the content when they do that because I'm sure they'll be
Lee Gunner.
Well, I don't know what Lee said. I haven't watched Lee. I don't know. I'll defend Lee. I think Lee will have the same view as Connor, same view as Mo. I think he'll look at it like no one got injured. Bit of a boring game. I think I've criticized Lewis Skelly's defending, so I think he'll criticize that. But I don't think Lee Gunner will be sitting there fuming at that. I'm talking more Standards FC, the trolls online, the nameless, faceless people. But that's because they always look for the controversy, I suppose. So